I welcome you all to the first module of the course Basic of English Language. So the first module deals with speaking skills. Speaking is truly a skill when it comes to communication at personal, professional and social level. So in this module, we are going to emphasize all the skills that are required to equip ourselves with a strong communication as far as spoken skills are concerned. So coming right away to the definition of speaking skills and how much important it is when it comes to a strong communication, let's explore all those areas. So speaking skill refer to the ability to express thoughts, ideas and emotions clearly and effectively through spoken words. These skills encompass what you say and how you say it, making them essential for successful communication. Now when we come to the importance of speaking skills, we find that it is very important for building relationship. Effective communication is the foundation of any healthy relationship, as I said, be it personal, professional or social. Speaking skills help convey your thoughts and emotions accurately. What you feel is communicated the same way and the receiver receives it with the same meaning, with the same connotation. And that's why it helps building strong relationship. Coming to the second point, effective speaking skills gives you or facilitates you in your career advancement. In the workplace, strong speaking skills are often linked to leadership and can lead to career advancement opportunities. Not only this, while we are students, we have to go through sessions of GD, we have to face interviews, and in all those things a strong speaking skill is required to excel. The third importance that I can think of is public speaking. Good public speaking skills are vital for various engagements, presentations and speeches. It so happens that in many projects we need to give a presentation to the clients, and for this we really require a strong public speaking ability, and that comes while we master all the skills related to speaking. When we come for conflict resolution, this ability to communicate clearly can also prevent misunderstandings and resolve conflicts peacefully, because misunderstanding comes when we fail to communicate the same thing that we are going through and the person misinterprets your words. So having a strong hold on word comes also through mastering speaking as a skill. Now coming to the elements of clear and effective speech, so the first element is clarity. Clarity refers to the ability to express ideas in a straightforward and understandable manner. The concise and the simple language you use, the more efficient your speech is. When we avoid jargons, like in every subject there are various jargons related to that particular stream. So when we are communicating in a professional or social or personal level, we should actually avoid jargons, because in a group the team members come from various areas. So using jargons can also lead to misinterpretation of words and statements. So similarly, the technical terms should also not be used until and unless the audience understands them. So you have to have a very clear idea about the audience who is listening to your speech. Then we should learn to organize our thoughts before speaking. There are many thoughts that are coming to our mind. We need to have an ability, we need to develop an ability where all these thoughts are organized. What to speak first, what to speak next, and so on. So the priority of thoughts prioritizing the thoughts is very important when we come to speaking as a skill. Then the next thing is tone. Tone is very important because tone is the emotional quality of your voice when we are speaking. Is it an order? Is it a request? It clearly comes up in an utterance, the way you are speaking, the tone you are using while you are speaking. It actually conveys your attitude and your feelings. So be aware of your emotions while speaking. Practice conveying empathy and positivity in your tone. Avoid sounding aggressive. Higher the tone is, the higher aggressive centric approach is being displayed. So we have to have a strong hold on tone while we are speaking. Coming to the volume. Volume, as it is very clear, the loudness or softness of your voice. So the loudness and the softness of a voice should match the context and size of your audience. Now, we should practice speaking at different volumes to find the right balance. We can also use a microphone if we feel that our voice is not that loud and we have to cater to a large group of audience. So we need to use a microphone to be very clear. Otherwise, there is again chances of misinterpretation, misunderstanding of words. We should, if we say that we should be loud enough, that doesn't mean that we should shout. So avoid shouting or avoid whispering unless and until it is very much necessary. Then coming to the articulation. Articulation refers to the clarity of individual sounds and words. Poor articulation can lead to misunderstanding. If the last sound of the previous word and the first sound of the next word mingles together, the articulation doesn't come up very clear. And because of this lack of articulation, there are chances of misinterpretation. So we need to master articulation also. We should slow down your speech to ensure proper articulation. We should also try to seek feedback from others on the pronunciation, on the articulation, and if at any point of time we feel that the audience is unable to interpret it, unable to go with the pace that we are speaking, we should stop it and restart with proper articulation. So these are the basic things that we should keep in our mind while we are speaking. These are the base of the skills that we are going to learn. Now, how to improve speaking skills? What are the practices that should be done to improve and practice an effective speech to be given to the audience? So the first thing is practice daily. We should dedicate time each day to practice speaking, especially when it comes to English language. For many of us, it is third or fourth language. For most of us, it is second language. So mastering second language is not easy. It requires practice. So when it comes to learning speaking skills in English language, we need to dedicate time each day to practice speaking. We should read aloud, engage in conversations, or deliver short speeches and practice it daily religiously. Then the next is record yourself. Use a recording device to listen to your speech patterns, your tone, articulation. Once you read it, once you record it and go through it, you will be able to identify areas that need improvement. And then you yourself will be having your flaws, the list of your flaws, the list where there is scope of improvement, and you can be a better speaker. Then the next is the tongue twisters. Practice tongue twisters to improve articulation. Many a times it has been observed that the students or the speakers of English language who actually face a lot of problem in articulation. Now this problem of articulation comes not because we are unknown to this language. It comes simply because our mouth organs are not trained in the same way in the acquisition of first language, and this first language interferes into the acquisition of second language, and that's the reason probably there is a lack of, or the second language requires an improve in articulation. So to practice this, to master this, we need to practice the tongue twisters to improve articulation. Like if I remember one of the statement, she sells seashells by the seashore. So this type of tongue twisters are very helpful to improve articulation in English language. We should also try to go for certain breathing exercises, because when we talk about tone patterns, the intonations, the rhythmic patterns, then it requires timely pauses. To master this, we need to go for various breathing exercises. So I suggest proper breath control enhances tone and volume. So practice deep breathing exercises to strengthen your diaphragm, so that when you take a pause, when you increase your tone, when you change your volume, all these breathing exercises will support your speech. Coming to the next, seeking feedback is very important. Ask friends, family or colleagues for constructive feedback. Join a speaking club if possible, or take public speaking classes if possible to receive expert guidance. There are many real life examples where we can improve our speaking skills. The first out of it is effective leadership. Highlight a leader who excels in speaking skills, such as delivering inspirational speeches. For instance, I suggest Martin Luther. The name is I Have a Dream. So if you listen to this speech, it's a powerful speech. So this speech, while you go through this speech, you listen this speech, you will be able to understand that how, when I am talking, that you should prioritize your thoughts, how these thoughts are prioritized, how Martin Luther King has actually prioritized, how he had taken hold on the pauses, the tone, the volume, so that you will be getting an idea about an ideal way of speaking, ideal way of giving a powerful speech. Then conflict resolution. Narrate an instance where someone used the speaking skills to resolve a conflict peacefully. Let's avoid certain escalations. There are many officials where they have discussed during an important meeting, they have discussed and they have come up with various resolutions. So we should go for the resolutions. We should see more and more videos. We should listen that how every company came up with certain conflicts and how it was resolved. Then there are many public speakers. If you have if the speakers with whom you are influenced with, like I suggest the English accent of Amitabh Bachchan if we come to Indian scenario, or Kapil Dev if we come to Indian scenario. Their speech, though English is second language for them also, still the hold on accent that they have, the hold on the volume they have is commendable. So I suggest you listen to all these speeches, you go through the leadership speeches from various great speakers, and you also go through the success stories of various officials, various professionals, where you will get an idea that how in a professional, in a social or in a personal level, these skills create a difference.